Mark Harmon's return as Leroy Jethro Gibbs in the NCIS. Origins crossover event wasn't just a nostalgic gift to fans, it was a narrative masterstroke that redefined one of television's most iconic characters. Airing on Veterans Day, the special two-part crossover between NCIS and its prequel, NCIS Origins, became far more than a simple time-jumping mystery. It revealed untold layers of Gibbs' past, his connection to mentor Mike Franks, and perhaps most intriguingly, how even Gibbs himself sometimes bends his legendary rules. For over 2 decades, Gibbs' rules have defined the NCIS universe, serving as a moral compass for agents under his command. From never let suspects stay together to when the job is done, walk away, his rules are treated as sacred gospel among fans. But in NCIS Origins Season 2, Episode 5, aptly titled Funny How Time Slips Away, the show daringly breaks at least 3 of those rules, each in ways that deepen Gibbs' humanity rather than diminish it. Gibbs returns, and so does his legacy. The episode begins in familiar yet poignant fashion. Gibbs, older and wiser, sits alone in his Alaskan cabin, listening to the crackle of his radio as a storm brews outside. He's joined only by a loyal new companion, a dog, when Willie Nelson's melancholic "Funny How Time Slips Away" fills the air. It's a small, reflective moment, but one loaded with emotional history. Harmon's Gibbs, last seen retiring from NCIS in Season 19, is no longer the hardened agent fans once knew. Instead, he's contemplative, revisiting the past and the decisions that shaped him. As the music plays, the camera slowly fades from the older Gibbs to the younger version, portrayed by Austin Stoll in NCIS Origins, transporting audiences back to 1992 and into the heart of a mystery that spans generations. Rule number 11. When the job is done, walk away. One of the most striking revelations in the crossover is the origin of Gibbs' Rule 11. When the job is done, walk away. The rule's emotional roots are tied to a tragic case involving Sheriff Mulligan, a man willing to take the fall for a murder he didn't commit to protect someone else. When young Gibbs insists they haven't finished their work, Mike Franks, Kyle Schmid, confronts him, telling him that sometimes walking away is the hardest, but only choice. The exchange becomes the defining moment for the rule, and it's clear that Gibbs' lifelong struggle to let go of cases and victims began right there. Later, a cameo by the original Mike Franks actor, Muse Watson, closes the loop beautifully, bridging past and present in a moment of quiet heartbreak. Breaking rule number 1. Never let suspects stay together. Despite being known for his precision, young Gibbs learns that even the most rigid rules can have exceptions. When he and Lala Dominguez, Mariel Molino, arrest 3 local vandals suspected of sabotaging their investigation, they make the rookie mistake, or perhaps a deliberate choice, of keeping the suspects in the same cell. By Gibbs' own standards, it's a violation of rule number 1. Yet, in classic NCIS irony, that very decision helps them solve the case. A stray comment between the suspects reveals a vital clue that cracks the mystery wide open. The sequence cleverly underlines a recurring theme of the series. Sometimes intuition matters more than protocol. Breaking rule number 9. Never go anywhere without a knife. In another subtle but meaningful callback, Gibbs also breaks rule number 9. Never go anywhere without a knife. Viewers see him lose his trusted blade amid the chaos of the crime scene, symbolizing a moment of vulnerability that contrasts his usual preparedness. When Lala later finds a knife alongside photos Gibbs had dropped, it becomes a quiet metaphor for his distracted state of mind, an agent whose emotions momentarily override his training. A crossover that honors the past and shapes the future. By breaking his own rules, Gibbs becomes more relatable than ever. The episode doesn't diminish his authority, it enriches it. It reminds viewers that the man behind the rules was once a young agent trying to make sense of a complicated world, learning that sometimes compassion and instinct must override rigidity. Mark Harmon's brief but powerful return feels less like a cameo and more like a homecoming. His scenes frame the prequel's events with wisdom and melancholy, serving as a bridge between the old NCIS and its new generation. The crossover not only delivers an emotional reunion between eras, but also reinforces why Gibbs remains one of television's most enduring and beloved characters. In the end, NCIS Origins doesn't just revisit Gibbs' beginnings, it rewrites the mythology of his rules. By breaking them, the show reveals the man behind the legend, flawed, empathetic, and forever learning. For fans, that's not a contradiction. It's the very essence of why Leroy Jethro Gibbs continues to captivate after all these years.